Okay, to continue the installation. So to summarize where we are, we've got the monitor installed on the instrument. We've made the connections to the back of the monitor, the three connections, the USB, the power, and the VGA signal. We've installed the keyboard and the mouse. All of those connections are over here on the side of the instrument. The USB connections for the keyboard and the mouse, the VGA connector for the monitor. So right now we're ready to power up the instrument. So if we look at the back of the instrument, there is a master power switch here. We're going to turn on that power switch. And you can see that we've got a red light indicating that there's power to the system in the front. If we go ahead and we press the power switch, it will turn to blue and it will start initiating the computer startup. You can see that we're getting a Windows startup screen. Generally, this takes about 30 seconds or so to power up the instrument. And we will get a Windows start screen, and then it will automatically start the UScan software. So while that is booting up right now, I've also taken out some of the accessories that are shipped with all instruments and that we will be using through our initial setup. So the first one is the TAS standards. TAS stands for True Alignment Spectroscopy. It is how we align and monitor our instrument to make sure that it is working according to factory specifications. So it's in a sealed Pelican case here. You can see that there are 3 standards and there's a USB stick, okay? The USB stick has files that relate to these standards. That is preloaded on your instrument. So this is just for record keeping and safekeeping. The 3 standards are dark standard, a wavelength standard, and a photometric standard. So we're going to be using those standards in the next lesson in the installation. We've also got a multi-cup adapter. This is shipped with almost all instruments. It goes on the instrument in pins here. And it holds the various sample rings and rotates the sample over the sample presentation stage so that we get a good representative scan of our samples. The instrument also comes with these sample rings. Every instrument comes with this ring. It's got a red dot. This one is used for the TAS standards. You can see that it's got the little notches for the standards. It's also the center hole is used for our various ring cups. Most installations use a large cup, and they probably have this large cup sample ring also present. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to install this sample ring. To install the sample ring on the instrument, we place the sample ring into the hole here. We use this little knurled nut, this lever to release the pressure, and then we install it on the instrument like that so that it turns freely. Now this sample ring is installed in the multi-cup adapter and it's ready for use. You can see that UScan has opened up here. We're ready to go. This instrument is installed and we are ready to proceed to the next step. And the next step is our TAS alignment. It's calibrating the instrument to those standards so that it's operating according to factory specifications. You're going to want to wait at least 2 hours to warm up this instrument before you go through the TAS alignment process. That's going to be our next lesson. So right now it's time to take a coffee break, go through the rest of the instrument, look through your documentation, and in about 2 hours come back and start the TAS alignment.